Hi, good day, viewers. We're going to be talking about simultaneous equation today. But before I begin, I would like to tell you about the history of simultaneous equation and the type, the method in which you can use to solve simultaneous equation problems. So quickly, let's get started. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about, we're going to be solving a sample equation that you're looking at on your screen. The 2x plus y is equals to minus 1 and x plus 2y is equals to 4. Now, I want to tell you that one of the basic thing you have to know how to solve is equations. And simultaneous equation is in the history of, can be found in the history of algebra equations. And it's an advanced algebra equations. And so, when you're in JSS 2 and JSS 3, you should endeavor to know how to solve this because you're going to be meeting it all the way all the way in your SS1, SS2, SS3. And let me tell you, it's a giveaway. It's a giveaway question, so you should master it. But what I'm just going to try and do a bit of justice to it, and if you can master what I'm teaching you now, what we're going to showcase to you now, I guess you're going to get better in your mathematics because it's rudiment to all the things that you're going to be learning. Okay, so there are a few nuggets you must note while solving simultaneous equation. Number one, they are in the family of algebra processes. That means algebra equations. You're going to find simultaneous equation there, and they are rudiment to most of the equations that you are solving. Now, secondary, for you to have simultaneous equation, you must have a linear equation. But I don't want to go into that because of the class in which this is meant to take care of JSS1, JSS2 and JSS3. So you're going to be having you can draw a graph out of it to also solve the problem, aside using the two different methods I'm going to be talking about. Then for you to solve it is either you use elimination method or you use substitution method. Elimination method is one of the best way and a quicker way, but substitution method can take a longer period. Longer steps to complete. Then the catch in it is that when you solve this equation, in each of the equation 1 or equation 2, you must get what you have. When you substitute your value of x and y into that equation, you must get the value in which is at the right hand side of that equation. But before you get to start solving it, you must collect like times. Not all the time they will have to put the unsolved values, like e.g. like x and y to the left hand side or to the right hand side. They can mix it and tell you the first thing you need to do is to solve that. Collect like times, put them in the right format, which you're looking at the screen right now. So let's quickly solve this problem, and let's see how we can quickly solve this problem. It's quite simple, but you need to put your mind to it. Okay, so right now, let's say we have 2x. Let me reduce the pen so that it won't take all the space. You can have 2x plus y is equals to minus 1, and you also have x plus 2y is equals to 4. Now take this first line, the first one you're looking at, as equation 1, and take this as equation 2. All right, so now if we are using elimination method, I hope I'm right with the spelling. If you're using the elimination method, let me just check spelling. Yeah, you're good. So if you're using elimination method, what you need to take note of is the one that is closer to your equal sign, you have to convert them. The two equations must have the same coefficient. That means they must have the same value coefficient. And for you to have the same value coefficient, you must multiply each other by a certain factor that is common to both of them. What do I mean by this is, now look at this, 2x plus y is equals to minus 1. The coefficient here is closer to the equal sign is 1. Now if you look at this, x plus 2y is equals to 4. The coefficient here is 2. So now for you to use elimination method, you multiply 2 by the first equation and you multiply 1 that you have here by the first and by the second equation. What I mean by that is that 2x times 2 plus 2 times y is equals to minus 1 times 2 for equation 1. If you scroll up, you have x times 1 plus 2y times 1 is equals to 4 times 1. That means this will give equation 2. So what I've done here is that I've just multiplied the coefficient up here that we have, which is 2 here, times equation 1, which is this, which is this, which is this. And the equation 1, the coefficient we have in equation 1, which is 1, times the equation 2. Can you see? Now see, let's see what's going to give us. It's going to give us 4x plus 2y is equals to minus 2. Then the second equation is going to give us x plus 2y is equals to 4. Now, can you now see what they are trying to do here? This y, we are trying to eliminate the y out of it, so that we can now be left with x alone and solve the value of the x. Now let's go ahead. So what we are doing now is, next step is step 2 will be to subtract equation 1 from, equation 2 from equation 1 minus equation 2. Equation 1 minus equation 2, which is now going to give us 4x minus 1x, this is supposed to be x, plus, you put the plus in front, 2y minus 2y is equals to minus 2 minus 4. Okay, so what we're going to have here is going to be 3x plus 0 is equals to minus 6. Okay, so with this you can now say 3x is equals to minus 6. So what factor goes in two of them? The coefficient that goes in two of them that will give us the value of x. If you divide this by 3 and divide this by 3, we'll get the value of x. So if you say divided by 3 divided by 3, so we are going to be left with x is equals to minus 2. Now you can see that we've gotten the value of our minus 2. Then we can now use a substitution method. We now substitute the value of x into any of this equation that we have here. Let's use the first equation for it. That's 2x plus y is equals to minus 1. Now we've gotten x value, so it's now going to be 2 times minus 2 plus y is equals to minus 1. So if you multiply this together, it's going to give you minus 4 plus y is equals to minus 1. And so our y is now going to be minus 1. If you collect like times, you take all the ones with coefficient, you put it on one side, without a whole value, you put it on one side, and you put the one without any that has the variable we are looking for, you put it at the other side. So if you move 4, minus 4 to the other side, is going to turn to plus 4. So this is going to be 4, and so our y is now going to be 3. You can see. So our answer for y is now going to be 3. Now let's check whether what we've done here is right. We've gotten the value of x and we've gotten the value of y. So now let's pick this equation, one of the equations that we have up here, which is let's test. We'll call it, let's do the testing here. Testing if what we've gotten is right. We have 2x plus y is equals to minus 1. What's the value for our x? Minus 2. Substituting our x value into the equation will give us minus 2 times 2 plus what? Plus 3 is equals to minus 1. If you can see, you see that we have minus 4 here plus 3 is equals to minus 1. And you can see if you do the arithmetic here, it's going to give us minus 1 is equals to minus 1. So that means our value is right. This value, so our x is now going to be, x is equals to minus 2, and our y is equals to be 3. These are giveaway tests in any exams, and if you can master this art, if I'm going to do it, we just wanted to show you the step. I don't have to take all this step, but I just wanted to show you how to solve this, and you shouldn't be scared of this anytime, and you're going to be using it as you go ahead. You're going to be using it in polynomial when you get to the SS1 or SS2. You're going to be using it in other subjects, but if you can study and master this art, simultaneous equation is all the same every now and then, every time you try to solve it. So do not let it scare you. So I will pause here because showing you the substitution method, that's another way. But in the next lecture, I'm going to be showing you the substitution method of solving simultaneous equation. Thank you for listening, and God bless.